About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Stafford. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nagar's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
John Hightower now from his end zone. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They run for it with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get into the Ground at the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford now to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. On 2nd and a yard, Stafford. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Stafford here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. From the 50 at Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. From the red zone now, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Tua. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And down to the 11. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll get nothing out of that one. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Vikings after him, and they get there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. their punt, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Play action. Stafford. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a dump off here complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. They snap it to Stafford. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Bradley Chubb. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. He sets to fire deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Stafford's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Mack.
Mack gets hit, and the ball is free.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will stop right around the 25. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Tua. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Nagar's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tua on 4th down. That's Tua's running back, complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.